Hey, today I'm talking about the new movie Sanctuary. This stars Christopher Abbott and Margaret Qualley, and it's really, really good. The basic premise is it's reminiscent of Conversations with Other Women in that it's just a movie about a man and a woman talking in limited locations. And what it's really about, it's about inability to properly express your emotions, especially in the regard of like when you find something truly special, like when you connect with a part of a person or to an entire person in such a unique way that it's essentially real world magic. But it's like, how can you say that to a person with like the very real fear of being rejected, from being like, hey, there's a magical connection between us, and the other person's like, screw you. But then also it's about like power dynamics, and specifically more like a person fully meaning how they want to be treated in a relationship, and just like, is it possible to even take a slice of something and turn it into the entire thing? Most plainly speaking, it's a conversation between a very rich man and a dominatrix. And it's just, yeah, it's really, really good. Like, the more I think about this movie, the more I like this movie. It had such incredible performances. Like, I always love Christopher Abbott. He's without a doubt one of my favorite modern actors, if not one of my all-time favorite actors. So he always gives a great performance, and this is no exception. But then Margaret Qualley, who I've seen a number of times, just knocked it out of the park here. Like, she definitely has more of the juicier role, but she crushed it. She was so, so good. And like, the direction was great, and the cinematography was awesome. With a premise like this of just like very limited locations, very limited characters, that easily could be a play. But I think they did a very, very good job of making this more cinematic. Like, they were very good about doing extreme close-ups at the right times. Like, it wasn't all the time, but they did it at really like the emotional climax moments that kept happening. And it's really interesting. Like, it's such an incredible script. I kept having moments being like, wow, that was a great line of dialogue. Oh, that was a really good moment. Like, just all stuff like that, just repeatedly happening over and over again. Yeah, I don't know. It's just really everything about this movie just really, really worked for me. And I was so surprised too by the ending, because like, it's not what I expected, though you could see this coming. But they also did a good job of like justifying the end too within it. I think that worked really, really well. I don't know necessarily if this is a movie for everyone, but I know it's definitely without a doubt a movie for me. Would I recommend it? Yes. I have no idea though if it's gonna strike a chord for you as well as it did for me, because it really, really hit me in all the right spots. But I think it's kind of impossible for me to say if that'll also be the case for you. So I think if you're intrigued, go for it, but just, you know, maybe taper your expectations a little bit. I think you're still gonna enjoy this film a lot. And now for my ranking, I put this at number 1 in the really like section. And this is out of a total of 29 new movies so far this year.